Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 731. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, special event, any and all of that. And if you could share this out, that would be really awesome because then more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. So I'm going to start out with the word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also local government, city, county, and state. So go up and down the page, see where you can get help and also where you can offer help as a volunteer. Okay, let's see. They might have some spots open for backpacks for kids, and that is where next week on Monday and Tuesday, volunteers will be getting together at the Yates Baptist Church on Chapel Hill Road. They'll be going through all the donated backpacks and also the school supplies, making sure they're all even, so that oh boy, I already got people here. William M. Andrews saying good afternoon from Durham, North Carolina. Old School Dave saying nice. Both of you, welcome, welcome, welcome. Very happy to have you here. Indeed. All right. So, what I was saying about backpacks for kids, so they're looking for volunteers. So, they'll get all of the school supplies together, and then the school social workers will take these book packs and then give them out to the kids who really need them. So, also go to the school tools page and see how you can help out by getting school supplies to crayons to calculators. And they help teachers get their hands on school supplies because very often teachers are the ones spending their money on their students, the students who don't have money. So you can help the teachers by donating school supplies. You can have a school drive. You can maybe have some items lying around your house that you no longer need, maybe a box of pencils or pens or whatever. There's a whole list of things that they would like to have, and also a list of places where you can donate these items. They're all over town. If you'd rather just drop off, especially if you have a whole bunch of supplies, just want to drop them off at the warehouse, which is on Bacon Street, right around the block from Durham Tech, you can do that as well. Also, they have an Amazon page. If you don't shop for school supplies and you'd rather just go ahead and just make a quick purchase online, you're welcome to do all of that. Okay, let's see where else we're looking for. Now, don't forget the request for proposals. Let me find it real quick. City of Durham, there it is. There's a request for proposals right now for festivals and special events. They're accepting applications until the deadline, which is August 11th, and that'll be here before you know it. So they want neighborhood groups, organizations. You have to be somehow connected to a nonprofit. And basically, if you have an idea, like a nice inclusive idea for a festival or a special event celebrating whatever here in Durham, then definitely get together, put that together, and of course, you want to look at the packet. And also, I think they're going to have a couple of information sessions where you can get more information. So let's check it out. The deadline is August 11th. You can get all the information. And once you go to durhamskywriter.com and then click on the word page, then you scroll down and you'll see City of Durham General Services Department. Okay. And while we're having volatile weather, let me tell you about, let me scroll down to Durham County. Wait a minute. Because I don't know about you, but it's raining right now. And I didn't even know that was in the forecast. It stormed last night. That wasn't in the forecast either. Actually, I talked to someone who lives on the north side of Durham. She said it didn't rain at all, but it stormed here on the south side of Durham for sure. Let me continue. Alert Durham is what I'm looking for. So let me find it real quick. There it is. Durham County Emergency Management. So, and Roxanne is here saying, hey, Roxanne. Happy to have you here as well. Absolutely. Hello, hello. So, emergency management, you want to check that out. So, basically, so you go and you register for Alert Durham, and then when they send notifications about severe weather, unexpected road closures, missing persons, evacuations of buildings and or neighborhoods. And that did happen once. I remember I was just arriving downtown and got an alert that there was a gas leak. And so they were evacuating people like in a 2 or 4 block radius. So, they use it for that as well. So when you register, you can choose how you get alerted via your mobile phone, your home phone, email, or text. You get to tell them what order you want the alerts sent to you. Some people prefer to get their cell phones first and then a text or whatever. So, anyway, just be sure that you click on that link that's right there on the word page and register for Alert Durham because you might be getting some crazy weather. You never know. You really never know. Now, the Durham County Libraries, they're open until 6 tonight. And then tomorrow they reopen at 9:30 and Bragtown reopens at 10. Now I'm going to look for the Durham Police Department because it is time to register for National Night Out. And some people are confused because they're starting to see banners, things online saying National Night Out is, I'm looking at my calendar, first Tuesday in August, which is August 5th. They're wondering how come we're not celebrating August 5th. Well, because it's so hot. The rest of the country in Canada, they'll be celebrating August 5th, but in Durham, we'll be celebrating on October 7th because we want to make sure people turn out because it's so hot in August. So, if you are putting together an event for National Night Out, be it an ice cream social, parade, festival, block party, school supply, or food drive, register with the Durham Police Department because they will come out and they will greet you. They'll hopefully they'll have the cool motorcycles and, basically, they just want to make sure that everybody's registered so they know what's happening across town. Now, the police have the benefit, so to speak, of kicking it off at 4 o'clock on October 7th at their headquarters outside. So they're going to have all this music, they're going to have food, fun activities, entertainment. You can be a vendor. And I just learned they don't have room for like millions of vendors, so you might want to get in as soon as you can if you intend to set up a table over there at the National Night Out. So they're going to have some workshops, some question and answer sessions on August 19th for community members, so you can put together the best National Night Out that you ever had. And then on in September they'll have one for vendors. And Roxanne is saying it's getting dark and cloudy in Kernersville. Well, it's kind of dark. I mean, it's raining softly right now. I can hear it. I can definitely hear it. So it's raining softly right now. But if it's getting dark, and sometimes you get weather before we do, there's certain weather before we do. So we might have to do what we need to do right now and rush back home or back to the office so we don't get uh, totally deluged. If that is that the word, you might get deluged by rain. Because if it's stormy in Kernersville, it'll be stormy here soon afterwards. I'll bet. Let me continue. Okay, let's see. Let's check and see what's happening at the Durham Tech Small Business Center, which is where you can learn how to be an entrepreneur, or if you've already started a business, you can get some hints on how to do better. So today's the 31st. Here is a free online class, The Treasure Hunt, Finding the Funds to Finance Your Small Business. It's going to be at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So go to the word page, scroll down to Durham Tech Small Business Center, and then click on the link. You can sign up for that live online class. Here's another one from 6 until 7:15, Creating a Nonprofit, Part 4. Three fundamentals of nonprofit fundraising and creating a plan. Even if you miss the first three, um, I would say if you're putting together a nonprofit, this topic is important enough for you to drop in and check it out because fundraising is so important. Because sometimes, now I've seen nonprofits start, I won't name them because it's not important for you to know the names, but I've seen nonprofits chase grants to get started. And so they're not really solidified in what they're going to do. They know they might be in a certain field, and then they chase funds just to get going, with the understanding that eventually, once you lock it in and you get established, that you are expected to still get grants if you can, but also to find out ways to sustain yourselves. So, yeah, that's an important. That's going to be a really important class. So that's going to be from 6 until 7:15 tonight. Oh, here's one more. Okay. From 6 until 8 this evening, home based business success. I think that's really great because so many people are running businesses from their homes. There was this guy, his first name was Oscar. I think it was Oscar. He ran a very successful business making cakes out of his house. Yeah, he didn't even have to advertise. It was like word of mouth. It's like all the old school folks on this side of town, at least, pretty much knew who he was, and he stayed in business. So yeah, having a successful home-based business is can be really cool. It could be very isolating too, but it could also be very cool. You might want to attend that class. That's going to be at 6 o'clock this evening. All righty, let's go to the To Your Health page. No, wait, let's go to the school tools page. Even though I just told you about crayons to calculators, let me make sure I don't leave out anything. I am leaving out something. Tomorrow is the last day of the Sun Meals program, where I have it explained in English and in Spanish on the school tools page and also on the word page. But basically, this is the summer feeding program, courtesy of Durham Public Schools. They literally fed young people ages 18 and younger throughout the whole summer, pretty much, breakfasts and lunches. So today they can get breakfast, they can get lunch, and then tomorrow will be the last day for the young people to get breakfast and lunch. Wonderful program because I know how rough it can be in the summer times if the money's not coming in. My mom was a school teacher, and back when I was a kid in the 60s, you didn't get paid. I think now the teachers get paid year round, if I'm not mistaken. But back when I was a kid, I think the teachers only got paid while they worked during the school year. And then some teachers would get jobs for the summer, or they would get, they try to get unemployment or something like that during the summer. It was really, and I know how rough it was. Yeah, it was a challenge because, like I said, my mom was a school teacher and it was rough. So I know how important it is to make sure that the kids get fed during the summertime. So it's sad to see that tomorrow's the last day, but at least it was a very successful program, I have to say. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see. I do have information. Look at Durham's Partnership for Children because you want to make sure that the little ones are enrolled for kindergarten and pre-K and that sort of thing. So be sure to check out the school tools page for that. Also, let's see. Told you about backpacks for kids. Um, and I told you about school supplies for crayons to calculators. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't leaving anything out. So let's go to the Senior Scope page. Let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue, downtown. Great place to hang out if you are 55 plus. Let's see what's going on today. So today is Thursday. How is it Thursday already? Anyway, today's Thursday. So this afternoon, let's see. Pinochle and Kings in the Corner continuing all the way through 7 o'clock. Yes, the center is open late tonight, which is awesome. African drumming and Thursday Bible study, two separate events, both happening at 12:30. Also, afternoon bingo at 1, open art studio at 1, Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. Um, Fitness Center and Tech Lab. They're open now, but they're also open for drop-ins between 5 and 7:30, which is awesome. And then they're going to have cardio and more at 5:30. Now tomorrow morning, muscle pump at 8:40. Open studio at 9, a total body workout at 10, ping pong at 10, Freezy Fridays. Now, this is something new because tomorrow, that is, yeah, it's August 1st. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is new. Freezy Fridays is going to be every Friday in August, where at noon, you can drop by, go to the lower commons, you can socialize, play lawn games, which is always fun, and enjoy a sweet frozen treat, which I think is very nice. So that's going to be tomorrow at noon. Now, tomorrow also is Friday matinee, where at 12:30 you get free popcorn and you get to watch a movie. They have a theater, which is awesome. They have their own theater. I don't know what the movie is because the program for August has not come out yet. I just happen to know about Freezy Fridays because I got they type out. Let me show you. They being the Durham Center for Senior Life, they type out like a preliminary list, listing some of the events, but not all. So I don't know the name of the movie they will be showing tomorrow. So at 12:30, you can just head over there and just be assured that you'll be sitting in air conditioned splendor, eating free popcorn, and watching a movie. There you go. Now let's see if there are any special events going on. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's check for special events with today being the 31st. Okay, nothing special happening today that I can tell. Okay. And now let's go to the Let's Go. Oh, I didn't go to your health page. Let's check for blood drives. We can where you can save lives by donating blood. Of course, get the kids vaccinated for school. There's your graphic. Check with the Durham County Department of Public Health for immunization information. Big word, big word. So check that out. The graphic is right there. You can click and get more information. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's so much on this page. But let me just check for the blood drives real quick because it's very important to save lives. Let's see. 31st, yes. The American Red Cross, they have a crew they're setting up right now at First Presbyterian Church, 305 East Main Street, and that will be from 1 until 6. They have another crew. In fact, right now they're at Hemosonics. That's a cool name. I don't know what that means. It sounds like sound and blood at the same time. But anyway, Hemosonics, I have to look that up and see what that is. 4020 Stirrup Creek Drive. And they will be there until 3. And it says here to look for the bus. Now, tomorrow, they'll have a crew at the Southwest Regional Library, 3605 Shannon Road, from noon until 5. And let's check the blood connection. They do the same thing. Oh, you don't have much time, but if you can get to Almac, which is at 4238 Technology Drive, that crew will be there until 1:30. And then tomorrow, they'll have a crew at Once Upon a Child, 4600 Highway 15501, 10:30 until 2 tomorrow. All righty. Let's go to the Let's Go page. Oh, wait. Let's go to the top of the page. Let's check for special events, special health events. So let's see if there's anything going on. No. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Now let's go to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page, and let's see what's on the docket for the Bull City. And let us know, Roxanne, if it starts storming in Kernersville, because, like I said, I think sometimes you're weather precedes ours. Okay, and I can't wait to do the weather report. Actually, I can tell it's getting a little lighter. It looks lighter. It definitely looks a little lighter, but it's still raining. Okay, it's the 31st. Let's see what we have going on today. Okay, new visions of. Well, let me refresh the page and make sure I have the latest, the very latest. Okay, let me scroll down again to 31. I noticed something is missing though. Hmm. Let me check something real quick because I think I forgot to include something. I did. Okay. Party of One. I have it listed for next week, but I forgot to add it for this week. Party of One. They have a free line dance class that's going to be tonight, 6:30 at W.D. Hill, 1308 Fayetteville Street, and it is free. So it's line dancing at W.D. Hill, 1308 Fayetteville Street. I have to remember to add that. Let me scroll back to this week. Sometimes you do this long enough, you actually memorize events. Okay, let me go back to 31. That's an oversight on my part. New Visions of Africa restaurant, they'll be giving away free meals today. And that will be from 3 until 6 at 1306 Fayetteville Street. That's right next door to W.D. Hill. So if you are in need, definitely stop by and they'll give you a meal. They will ask I think they ask your name and your age, I believe, for their records. Okay, Boxyard RTP, the outdoor venue, which is at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. They have the Taking Back Thursday live concert series. Today's group, Foot Stomping Bluegrass by Steadfast Pine. That's going to happen today, 5:30 until 7:30, totally free, no pressure. You will be surrounded by restaurants, so if you get hungry or thirsty, you can always make a quick purchase and then get back to the music. The Fleet Feet Pony Run starts at and returns to Pony Source Brewing, 219 Hood Street, 6:15 until 8:30. So you can choose. I know it's a little hot out, but you can choose either to run 3 miles or 5 miles. And even though it's raining right now, it's raining really lightly. If it's doing the same, it might not feel that bad with it being super hot and to get a little shower, so to speak. That might not be bad. So you might want to check that out. It's a free event in any case, and they meet right before 6:15 at Pony Source. Live dance, line dancing with Dieter Bug. That's going to be tomorrow at the IR Homes Senior, also known as Campus Hills Recreation Center, 2000 South Austin Avenue. There's a $4 class fee, three if you're a senior. This is for beginners on up if you want to learn the latest line dances. Let's see. You can pick up free hygiene supplies and or diapers at Church of the Apostolic Revival. That's at 1207 Andrew Avenue. That's going to be tomorrow from 10 until 11:30. The Salvation Army of Durham, they have Free Food Friday. That's tomorrow from 10 until noon or while supplies last. So they give away groceries, meats, drinks, snacks, hygiene items, sometimes even pet food. If you have a strong bag, take that with just in case. You don't want them to run out and for you to be left out. And if you do have a current photo ID, try to have that on hand as well. If you'd like to volunteer, give them a quick call this afternoon, see if they need you. I'm going to have the phone number right there for your convenience. Let's see. Now, tomorrow at Holton, from noon until 2, they're going to have, this is for seniors, they're going to have a luau potluck. That's going to be so cute. Now, in this case, seniors, that's 55 plus. It's at the Holton Career and Resource Center, 401 North Driver Street, and that's going to be from noon until 2 tomorrow. That's going to be so fun for seniors. And so bring something that you want to share with the other seniors. I'm trying to think. I remember Miss Queenie when I used to DJ at the Boys and Girls Club. They used to have the end of school celebration. She used to make this delightful drink, and it was kind of tropical. It was either ginger ale or Seven Up. I think it was ginger ale, um, Hawaiian punch, and I forget if it was orange juice or pineapple juice, or it was so good. I need to experiment with that and see if I can recreate it. But make something cool like that. I know they would love it. So I think that's pretty much it. We're going to check the weather right now. I'm very anxious to see how hot it's going to get with it raining. So let's check the weather real fast. Okay, okay. I didn't think it was 90 quite. Okay, it's 88. I can tell the difference slightly. And it says rain is expected to stop in 35 minutes. So if it's raining over by you, it won't be raining for much longer. So right now it's 88, but it's going up to 91. And with it raining, we're talking super humidity. Oh my goodness. So what I suggest, you don't have to run out and do it today, but with it being, it's going to be super hot and humid for another month or two. So I suggest if you don't have air conditioning, even if you do have air conditioning, try to get a dehumidifier because it really, really helps. It makes it tolerable if you don't have air conditioning. I do have a ceiling fan overhead. I'm not really suffering that much because I have like little plug-in dehumidifiers. It costs about $30. I have one in my bedroom, my guest bedroom, my aunt's bedroom, and then I have a small one over here in the laundry room next to the kitchen. And then I have a big dehumidifier, which costs maybe around $80. So the $30 ones, they're like really small like that. And the $80 one is like a floor model. It's about maybe 12, 15 inches tall. And that collects a lot of water. That's in my living room. So see what you can do about getting dehumidifiers because they make a huge difference. And you can tell when you empty them, you would be shocked at how much water is literally in the air. And Roxanne is saying, my dog even sneezes for allergies. Really? Wow. Wow. And didn't you say your dog kind of knows when you're starting to feel strain? I know you have epilepsy and you go through different things, and that your dog can tell you to be careful, something's about to happen. I think it's your dog because I think you have a cat too. Can't remember if it's the dog or the cat. But anyway, dog sneezes for allergies. How about that? So yeah, let us know if it's storming out your way because right now the rain is definitely slowing down. In fact, I just hear a couple of drops at a time. Yeah, I don't think we have much to worry about. Let me check for tomorrow. So it's going up to 91 today. So tomorrow, okay, it's only going to be 87. But let me go back to today. 45% chance of thunderstorms, so it might rain afterwards. Let me check out the hour by hour. So it looks like we have a 35% chance of thunderstorms the 1 o'clock hour, even though it says the rain's gonna stop in 32 minutes, but whatever. Oh, so if it rains again, it's gonna be tonight. So it looks like around 8 o'clock we have a chance of thunderstorms tonight too. Now we got some big thunderstorms last night, and it was not in the forecast. Now tomorrow there's a 65% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow. So I can look ahead 24 hours on this app. So let's see. So if it rains tonight, it'll be 8 and 9 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow morning looks like it's going to be cloudy, no rain. I hope that's true. Now, Roxanne is saying that, yeah, so even though her dog was not trained, her dog knows when she's about to have an epileptic event. amazing. And he wasn't even trained. So that means that you're really connected. When pets are really connected to you, it can be such a wonderful thing. I remember when my friend Blanche, when she said she was pregnant, um, I think it was Oscar. I think it was Oscar, the cat. Because I know there were two cats. I think she had two cats at that time. But I think it was Oscar who somehow knew she was pregnant. And he would be like real quiet and he'd tiptoe around her and he'd put his head on her stomach. And pets really, they're so observant. And so yeah, Roxanne's gonna let us know. But anyway, I'm actually gonna leave the show now. So if it's not storming there now, I guess we'll hear about it later. So what I'm gonna do now, I did really well today because I tend to think that I'm talking too much during Bull City Hangout. I feel a little self conscious knowing that this is the lunch hour and I hate to keep people away from their lunch. So, anyway, have a beautiful day. You might as well take your umbrella with you if you're going out because you never know. Like I said, it rained yesterday. It wasn't in the forecast. Like I said, in fact, I said during yesterday's show to look out for rain because when it gets super hot and humid like this, you never know what's going to happen. So I would keep an umbrella in the car just in case and keep one of those little micro umbrellas in your backpack, your purse, or whatever, or your sling bag just in case because I don't know about you, but I hate getting rained on. It's just a thing. I just hate, and I hate getting wet feet. Can't stand the feeling of wet feet. It's just ooh, drives me crazy. But anyway, have a beautiful day. Tomorrow I will not be live tomorrow. I'll be alive, but I won't be doing the show live because I'm scheduled to take part in a Durham Housing Authority event, which starts at, I have to find out if it starts at 11 or 12. I can't remember. I think it starts at 11. I'll have to check and make sure. But in any case, that means I can't do the show live. So I will pre record Bull City Hangout, which means it'll still air at noon tomorrow. So, with that, have a beautiful day, and I'll somehow see you tomorrow. Ciao for now.